Hello friends, welcome to Align Pattern. Today we will see top questions about computer fundamentals on computer types, generation, peripheral devices and memory. This is our fifth set on computer fundamentals. If you haven't seen other videos before, I will provide you link in the description box. Be sure to check them out. So let's begin. Our first question was asked in SBI Clerk 2007 and Allahabad Bank Assistant 2010, which is a computer is an digest device. Answer is electronic device. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information in the form of digitalized data and has the ability to store, retrieve and process data to manipulate for some result based on a program, software or sequence of instructions. Question number 2, asked in SBI Clerk 2011 and Allahabad Bank Clerk 2008. Dash is processed by the computer into information. Answer is data. Data is processed by the computer into information. As we know by the computer's definition, a computer is the electronic device which accepts the information and manipulates it for some result based on a program, software or sequence of instruction on how the data is to be processed. That's why our answer is data. Data is processed by the computer into information. Okay. Question number 3. A microcomputer can be defined as a small low-cost digital computer which consists of microprocessor. The computer which also include memory and input-output circuitry together mounted on a printed circuit board. Okay. Question number 4, which asked in SBI Clerk 2009. When was the world's first laptop computer introduced in the market and by whom? Answer is in 1980 by Epson. The Epson was the first laptop computer. It was invented in July 1980 by Yukio Yokozawa, who worked for Suwa Saikosha, a branch of Japanese company Seiko. Now Seiko Epson received a patent for the invention. Remember this. Question number 5. Which organization developed a Saga 220 supercomputer in 2011? Answer is ISRO. Saga, which is supercomputer for aerospace with the GPU architecture 220 teraflop, is a supercomputer built by the Indian Space Research Organization, that is our ISRO. Theoretically, it performed 220 teraflops, that is 220 trillion floating point operation per second. Actually, Saga is being used by a space scientist for solving a complex aerospace problem. Okay. Question number 6. The first computer was programmed using dash. A. Assembly language, B. Machine language, C. Spaghetti code, D. Source code. And the answer is B. Machine language. Machine code or machine language has been used to construct the first computer programming system. Machine language comprises of binary digits, and these binary digits or bits mainly to translate and interpret process program. Next question was asked in SBI Clerk 2008. Who has made transistor? A. John William, B. Walter Hank, C. John Mitton, D. John Bardeen. And answer is D. John Bardeen. The three physicists who invented the transistor, which is the William Shockley, John Bardeen and Walter Brittain, were awarded with the Nobel Prize. Question number 8. The world's first microprocessor was introduced in dash. Answer is in 1971. The world's first microprocessor was introduced in 1971. The Intel 4004 was the world's first microprocessor, a complete general purpose CPU on a single chip, launched in March 1971 and using a state-of-the-art silicon gate technology. The 4004 marked the beginning of Intel's rise to the global dominance. Question number 9. Which of the following is the single user computer with many features and with a good processing power? A. Workstation, B. Mini computer, C. Microcomputer, D. Supercomputer. And the answer is A. Workstation. Workstation is the powerful computer. It's like a personal computer but with a more powerful microprocessor and generally a better quality monitor. Unix and Windows NT are the most common operating system for these workstations, and they are primarily intended for use by one person at a time and are commonly connected to a local area network. Run multi-user operating system. Question number 10. A digital computer did not score over an analog computer in terms of dash. Answer is accuracy. Analog computers work with the continuous values, or these type of system process the continuous data. Analog computers are limited in accepting the problems. They can never be extremely accurate. Digital computers work with the discrete values or process the discrete data, and the main three components of digital computers are input, processing and output. The first digital computer was designed for the numerical computation in the late 1940s. Question number 11. Asked in SSC CGL 2010. Dash services typically include reviewing account activity and balance, sending electronic payments and transferring funds between accounts electronically. And the answer is e-banking. E-banking, or we can say electronic banking, is the method of banking in which the customer conducts the transaction electronically via the internet. In this type of banking, use of computers and telecommunication to enable banking transactions to be done by telephone or computer rather than through human interaction. Question number 12. A computer assisted method for recording and analyzing of existing or hypothetical system is known as dash. And the answer is data flow. Data is transferred in the form of bits between two or more digital devices. We all get that, okay? Two methods are used to transfer the data between these digital devices: serial transfer and parallel transfer. In serial transmission, data bits flow from one computer to another in both the direction. In this transfer, one bit flows with one clock pulse. And in the parallel transmission, many bits are flowed together simultaneously from one computer to another computer. Parallel transmission is faster than the serial transmission to transmit the bits. Question number 13. Asked in SBI Clerk 2012. Which one of the following statement about computer is not true? A. Computers have no intuition. B. Computers cannot take decision by its own. C. Computers have no ability to adapt. D. Computers can have imagination. And the answer is D. Computers can have imagination. This statement is totally wrong. The computer has proved that it can make these intuitive decisions much more effectively than the most skilled humans can. Also, it cannot take decision by its own. Computers have no ability to adapt, and also it can't have imagination skill. Remember this. Question number 14. Processed data is retrieved from computer with the help of dash device. Processed data is retrieved from computer with the help of output device. A computer is a machine that can be programmed to receive the data, process it into useful information, and store it in a secondary storage device for safekeeping or the later reuse. Input to output processing is controlled by software but performed by the hardware. Question number 15. Asked in Bank Clerk 2009. Abacus was developed by China. The abacus, called a counting frame, is a calculating tool which has been used in the ancient Near East, Europe, China and Russia. It consists of rows of movable beads or similar objects strung on a wire. They represent a digit. One of these two numbers is set up and the beads are manipulated to perform an operation such as addition or even a square or the cubic root. Question number 16. Which is not the basic function of computer? A. Access input. B. Process data. C. Store data. D. Scan the data. And the answer is D. Scan the data. Scanning function is not a basic function of the computer. Scanning of text is done through external hardware. That is our scanner. Question number 17. Oracle was introduced in which generation? Answer is in 4th generation. Oracle database is a multi-model database management system produced and marketed by Oracle Corporation. It is commonly used for running online transaction processing, data warehousing and mixed database workloads. It may be run on third-party server as well as on Oracle hardware. Question number 18. Asked in Syndicate Bank Clerk 2010. A personal computer is A. PC, B. AC, C. SC, D. YC. Answer is very simple. We all know that PC. A personal computer, that is PC, is a multi-purpose microcomputer whose size, capabilities and price make it feasible for individual use. Personal computers are intended to be operated directly by an end user rather than by a computer expert or the technician. Okay. Question number 19. What are laptops? Lightweight computers small enough to fit in a small suitcase. A laptop or the laptop computer or notebook computer is a small portable personal computer. Short form is PC with a screen and alphanumeric keyboard. They are so named because they can be practically placed on a person's lap when being used. Today's laptops are used in a variety of settings such as at work, in education, for playing games, web browsing, for personal multimedia and for general home computer use. Question number 20. Fortran is useful in which sector? Answer is for scientific purpose. Fortran was designed for scientists and engineers and dominated the field. Over the past 30 years, Fortran has been used for such a project as designing bridges and aircraft structure. It is used to control factory automation and to analyze the scientific data. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about this video by commenting down. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel Align Pattern and learn with me. See you in the next video.